Fort Indiantown Gap. We are very pleased to announce we have exceeded our personnel that have trained at the Gap. Officially from last year, as of today, we've had 134,509 personnel that have trained at the Gap. So big job, and we have done it successfully, so everybody's very pleased with that. With that said, Warfighter Exercise 18, which is our big divisional level warfighter, that has been building as we speak. Next week we go into the heavy phase. That's going to bring an additional 4,500 troops to the Gap. News release was put out on that. They are from the New York National Guard, the 42nd Infantry Division. They will be going through a war sims exercise excuse me, for the next couple weeks. So everybody should expect a lot of extra activity and buzz and adjoining communities with us. Last week we had a visit from the Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Army. Mr. Collins came up to the Gap, presented an award to our environmental team there for the Army Environmental Sustainability Award for 2016. Those of y'all that have dealt with us know that we are good stewards of the environment at Fort Indiantown Gap, because it is the right thing to do, and it is also an integral part of our mission. So we took a lot of pride in gaining that award. This past weekend we had our annual March for the Fallen. We had over 600 participants in it this year. That event keeps growing year by year. Very good thing that happens with that, as we come in and we march in either in a 5K, a 14-miler, or a 28-miler, and remember the fallen of Pennsylvania. So pending any of your questions, that's all we have. And Sally is not here today, so I was going to tell her that we have no loud training that is for the rest of this month.
Right down the street too.
Okay, so
Don, you can share that.
You can tell me.
you'll be overjoyed with that.
I do have one question.
Yes.
You said that the Gap recently received an award for good stewardship at the Gap. Were there any, what specifically was mentioned this time out, or was it just?
With that award, how the Army Environmental Program is broken down, it's broken down into basically compliance with a lot of the hazardous waste disposal, how we reutilize and recycle a lot of our waste streams. That's where the award was awarded for that, for the team that goes all across the Pennsylvania Guard, really, and much beyond Fort Indiantown Gap, and does some very innovative things with that. I can get you the actual press release of that, so you can see what categories we won. So
You exceeded specification.
oh yes, sir, by quite a bit. So and matter of fact, our personnel in the environmental section for the DMVA, which handles the environmental sustainability for the Gap, we had some people that did some very innovative things that have not only did the right thing and protected the environment, but also cost avoided the taxpayers quite a bit of money by reutilizing some stuff. So very interesting stuff. It's kind of a professional interest that I've developed over the years in doing that. So, and I'm very proud of it. Our Adjutant General's very proud of it. Our Post Commander's very proud of it, and certainly all of us are. So, be glad to give you some additional, the official press release. That way you could get the categories that we had in there.
Thank you.
Just like to say congratulations, not only on your environmental award, but the training of all our troops and everything you do for the community as well. You're good neighbors. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? David, thanks again for shining a good light on some of the good things that